What is up, everybody? Thank you for coming back. Today I've got a how-to video for you. How to rank up and be competitive in each of your games. Make it to the end of your game, making it close or just dominating the whole game. I'm going to give you 6 tips and tricks on how to get a lot better and rank up at Rocket League. Let's go. So the first tip of advice is to get into retrain. Retrain is the best way to begin to get better at Rocket League. Why? It's because you can get more comfortable with your car and get a lot more comfortable at your own pace of what your car is going to do in the moment when you hit the ball and how it's going to bounce off your car. My number one practice technique in free play for beginners or anybody that just wants to start to get better overall is to simply hit the ball as hard as you can. Hit it into a corner, hit it off the walls, and then try to hit the ball as hard as you can, as fast as you can possibly go at all times, because all it's going to do is get you comfortable moving around the field at a faster pace and always making sure that the ball gets cleared out or put in a different position so that your team has more time to recover or the other team gets put out of position. It is really important to hit the ball harder more often than not because the team can read and intercept soft balls that could put you in a dangerous position. So if you want to do anything to get better, the best thing is to keep missing it, is to keep going into free play for maybe just 10-15 minutes before you play and try and hit the ball as hard as you possibly can, reading it off the walls and the corners and just learning what the ball is going to do while you're in the game. Now the next area or tip that you would want to focus on is learning your cars or all the cars hitbox. Now the hitbox is really important, as you're going to see in this clip here, because it does affect exactly how the ball comes off your car with how much power and how much cushion you can give it in the moment. So if you take a look here, let me rerun that for you and slow it down. But alright, so if you take a look here, I get this chance now using what I know about the car's physics. I can either hit it on the left side of the ball right here and try to put it on net, or I can use the front of my car, which is the easier play because the ball is rolling towards the front of my car. It'd be tough for me to get around it. Put it into the corner and then watch how I then use the side of my car to cushion the ball in without hitting it over the crossbar or wide or whatnot. And I use the boxiness of my car in order to make that play work. And as you see in this clip here, again, I end up getting the ball off the face-off in a good position, and instead of putting the ball over the net like I could have by just running into it, I jumped earlier to get my smoother part of my hitbox, the less rounded part of the front of my car, higher in order to hit the ball in a more straight line instead of carrying it upwards. And these little adjustments in your car matter a ton when this game is just based off a matter of inches of putting the ball wide in the net or someone else saving it. So learning that hitbox and how the car is going to hit the ball when you run into it matters a lot, especially when you can control your car. The next tip I have for you all regards boost management. Boost management is key when you're playing because you gotta have boost to go fast, and you gotta go fast if you want to win. So in order to maintain good boost management, there are a few things that you've got to notice. One, get used to where the small boost pads are around the map. These small boost pads are huge because you don't realize it, but they each give you 12 boost points, and those while you're driving around can be massive. Just hitting those and slowly, gradually filling your boost meter and going faster. Now, the next thing you have to be aware of is that you don't always have to boost to maintain full speed. You see here I have full boost. Once these streaks begin to come down my car here, I maintain the fastest possible speed I can go until those streaks come down. I cannot get any faster. It might feel like you do, but you will not. As long as those streaks are below your car, you will go as fast as that until they get away. So you can manage how much boost you have like that by seeing when those streaks disappear and come back up, so you don't waste any. And lastly, it's always a good tip just to remember that you can use boost to get to big boost pads. Don't leave any boost unused if you're about to get 100 in 1 second, right? Try to get those boost pads and get there as quick as possible by using your boost. The fourth tip I have for you all regards using ball cam. I know switching cameras is a big question for most beginners. They don't know what they should be using, or people that are trying to get better, they don't know when they should be using each camera, and I am going to try and simplify that for you. So first of all, when going into face-offs, I would recommend not being in ball cam. Always have complete control of your car going into face-offs. After that, I would say immediately switch into ball cam just to see where the ball is at all times and get a feel for where you are on the pitch, where everyone else is, and where the ball is going. Because when you're using regular cam or car cam, you can't see where the ball is really. You have to rely on that little arrow next to your car, and that can be tough to put yourself into the best positions. Whereas being in ball cam, you can always make sure that you're going into a beneficial position. So other than that, I would recommend trying to be in ball cam most of the time so that you always know what's going on, what is happening in the game. It's very helpful, and to go at the pace you're going to need to rank up, you're going to have to get comfortable with that. The only other time I'd really use regular car cam other than face-offs, in my personal opinion, is just to make sure you're going in the right location. You know, if you want to grab a big boost per se, or if you want to like bump somebody, or just make sure that you have that perfect touch or perfect location to drive. Going into car cam from regular cam can be massive because you really do feel like you have more control of where your car goes. And just remember when you're in ball cam that no matter where you move your thumb here, whether it's left, right, forward, or back, your car is going to go left, right, forward, or back regardless of the way that your car looks on screen as it does here. If I air jump backwards, it's still going to go backwards, or if I air jump left, it's still going to go left. So just remember that when you're in ball cam. Alright, so the fifth tip I have for you guys is about power sliding. This little mechanic in the game, for PS4 users, it's square when you originally get it, and for Xbox users it is X when you originally get it. But this simple power slide mechanic can put you in better positions to make a play, and it can keep you in the play quicker. So say for instance the ball is going down towards this way of the field, I can power slide, get into a better position, and hit it out, rather than potentially here, if I hit it back towards the net again, trying to swing it out from the side and running the risk of hitting it in the net. If you are a new player, just hitting the ball from the side is much more dangerous than hitting the ball from the back if you have time to get into the position. So using that power slide mechanic is just one way to better yourself. But in general, say if you miss the ball, say here I'll drive past the ball and then I miss, I gotta turn around fast, power slide. It's a lot faster than just turning around really widely, and it'll save you time and keep you in the play longer in games. So practice that in free train and just in the games when you get the chance. Now, one of the most important parts of rotating is rotating in from the far post, if that makes sense. From the post opposite from where the ball is coming. You'll see here in this play, I'll slow it down here to 50%. You see here in this play, my car comes around, it goes out towards the far post and swings back around to get this ball that loops in from that corner. So I enter in through the far post, as you can see here, coming across, and then I sweep the ball out of our zone. the reason that this way is so much more efficient is that if you clear in the way that the ball is going, coming the other way from the way that the ball is entering in on your side of the field, you run the risk of crossing your net and having them have a chance to hit it in because you cross the ball across your net. And you also can't hit the ball harder because you're moving along with the ball. So if you can think of physics, if a ball's moving across and you come and hit it, you have to be going really hard. You have to be going really fast to hit the ball much harder. Whereas if it's coming from another direction and you both meet, the ball's going to fly off way harder. So it just produces a better clearance overall. And it's well worth trying to incorporate into your rotations. Thank you all for being here for my how-to video on how to get better and be competitive in your games. If you like the content, please like, comment, and subscribe what you would like to see. I appreciate you all being here, and we will catch you next time. Goodbye.